Um, just darkness. I just got out of the movie Sicario, and this is pretty creative. But so I'm walking from the movies, and on the pathway, um, came across. Good. How are you? No movies tonight? No. Um, I came across the pathway of just a lot of darkness. And I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna try to paint for you a picture of what I saw through my eyes. Everything, I guess, with me is kind of even killed, but tonight is what, a Monday night, so it's really not a party night downtown. And when you walk through like a metropolis or a city on the downtown area when it's not a party night, it can be a little creepy. It's like when you walk through, there's a lot of the the I don't even know the right words to say because, like I said, I want to be politically correct because I understand the population. But I'm just going to say these words just to best be able to relay the portrait of what I'm trying to share with you. When you walk downtown on a non party night, the appearance of homelessness is more prevalent. Not because it's any different than it is on a regular party night, but because it's more visible because there's not as many people out in the street partying. And so when I walked out of the theater and came downstairs, the first thing I saw was a white couple. It's a real cool, chill, laid back, like cigar place. And they were both young. And of course, your eyes always gravitate to either the more attractive or the, the girl was more attractive than the guy. The guy was like a little skinny little rat mouse. And the girl was a pretty average looking medium build female. The next couple, the next table over, was a black couple. All I saw was what looked to me to be like a black, I guess, female in a long black wig. But to me, it just looked like a drag queen, and I didn't even. That took my attention so much I didn't even see what the guy looked like. Then as I continued walking on, there was this guy that had to be like 6'5", but he was like this, like literally like this, and he towered over me, and it appeared to be like a street person, and it just scared me. He was scary to me. I mean, and I had my earphones on. It's kind of creepy because I'm listening to Hall and Oates, oh, here she comes. So it's like taking things back into nostalgia, but the present world of all this creepiness. And the guy was just like, and my heart was just kind of saying, because I was like, he's going to say something to me, and I'm not going to know what to say because it's a conundrum of things. One, you sympathize and you understand that the appearance is not what it is. Because I'm sure when I walk past and I'm not feeling so great or whatever, like, in that situation, you're not going to look great. You know what I mean? I mean, whether somebody can see what's on the inside, the pain on the inside, or the evidence of so much pain on the inside that it shows up on the outside, you're not going to look great. And so I was afraid of him or felt apprehension about him because of his appearance, because he was tall and like this. And I think that when you look at me, and he towered over me, when you look at me, you can tell, or any person, you can sense or feel when a person does not want to interact with you or, is afraid of you. You know what I mean? And so, but he said something, I couldn't hear him because my earplugs was in. As I continued walking, even more horrifying was I saw two men that were probably like halfway indigent men. I don't know, but they were. And again, I'm using these words. I understand the population, arguably part of the population, but I'm just trying to paint a picture so you can kind of see. And it's just creepy to me, scary, because you see all these things like at once, back to back. There was two guys, black men, and it almost looked like the guy's leg was broken. There were appeared to first to be like two police officers, bicycle police officers over them. And it looked like at first there were white ones and they left and the black guy was there. And it's like, it was creepy to me, because my heart stopped and I kind of stopped. And, there was another girl that kind of stopped and she went over to help. She was non-black. I, being of black skin, was not going over there because I don't want no problems. But, again, young and not meeting the status quo of those typically victimized, she walked over there to see what's going on. And probably in my younger years, 20 years ago, I probably unknowingly would have done the same because I didn't know. I've never been discriminated against because of my complexion or whatever, and my appearance is different. And so, I always start to get prepared. So that broke my heart because it literally looked like his leg was broken. I don't know what happened, and I stopped in my tracks. This young guy driving, I don't know what he was driving, a Lexus, dressed really nice, a young black guy. At first he paused a little bit, but when he saw the look of absolute horror on my face, he just made a beeline to his car and got out of there as soon as he could. Didn't want no parts of it, didn't want to know what happened, didn't care what happened. All he knows is his life was good, and whatever that person's going through is their fault. So, speaking of which, that brings us back to the movie that I saw, Sicario. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but that name means, the word means hitman in Mexican Spanish, and then it means something similar to that in another language. In that movie, one scene portrayed something pretty gruesome. They were going through Mexico, like Juarez, and there were bodies that were like decapitated, hanging from like the edges of a bridge. And one of the comments that one of the main characters made, I need to cross the street. One of the comments that one of the main characters made regarding that was that, oh, these people are geniuses, because what they do is that they violate these people so badly and put them on display that everybody thinks, oh, that person must have done something wrong or done something bad for them to be treated like that, because everybody want to believe that it doesn't happen to them. And when you think about it, that's a terrorist act, yeah. And I think in every community that is this, because when you look at the legal system, the same thing, like words that are used, fugitive, this, that, and the other. I mean, it horrifies people. They don't really know what the words mean, but it's horrifying. And then the things that you get put through, people think, and I've heard it actually said, you have to have done something wrong for this to have befallen upon you, this fate to have befallen upon you. So the movie was really ironic, and it showed a lot. In a lot of movies recently, The Green Inferno and this movie shows the cross between, what you think is idealistically good is not really what it is. Yeah, so, and that's the truth about the world, So I just wanted to share that because I saw all that stuff at once, and it was just like, and for me, it took me out of I was having a nice, sheltered, beautiful, calm world, as y'all saw from my earlier video today. And just, I'm thinking it's just going to be peaceful, quiet walk downtown. On the way back, no. And I understand, it's getting late, people. I don't know. I mean, I understand. I just put it that way. And for those others, there's other people out there that understand too. That may not appear to understand, but they know because they've been through, they've seen, they've experienced firsthand. And this is for those people that do understand. And I know and it saddens me, there's a big majority of you that don't, because you haven't seen, you haven't been through, you haven't experienced. And I've been there before, so I understand that part of it too. But I just want to tell y'all that I love y'all. I hope you have a good night. And just, like I like to think everything is perfect about that, but when I think about it, I'm not in agreement with something happened at work, like where, I don't know, I set some appointments, nobody responded, called, no answer, and then the customers are calling me, and the person that's the manager, I'm thinking that maybe he's the person that's actually has that appointment, And that's not the case at all, you know? So it was the other guy that had it. And I don't know what kept him so long, but and I don't think he's going to be in the office tomorrow, but I'm curious. I want to know what happened, because that's my name on stuff. I need to know, who that stuff is being assigned to, but I don't know. Or I could be a slacker, because the world seems to thrive when you're a slacker. I mean, if you do very little and then do the absolute minimum, and maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. And so maybe I let it fly for what it is, but yeah, so that's that. That just kind of made my spirit bleed a little bit. When your spirit bleed, that's when you see these clear blood drops, which are tears, run down or start to be evidenced, because that's your soul bleeding because it's been hurt by what you see around you. So, anyways, I gotta go. My time is up.